Hello, welcome to today's edition of Citi News Daily on Citi TV. In this edition, small-scale miners in the Prestea Valley district of the Western region oppose government's move to end their activities. We have the details of this and more coming up shortly. My name is Zoe Abu-Baidoo. And we move straight into our first story, where inhabitants of the Prestea Valley and surrounding communities in the western region, who are predominantly small-scale miners, have opposed government's move to end their activities. Now, they expressed their views at a derby organized by the government team led by the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, John Peter Amewu, who are touring the affected illegal mining communities. The chairman of the Association of Small-Scale Miners in the area said the 6-month ban on their operations won't favor them because there are some involved in genuine small-scale mining activities. Now, they pleaded with government to review the whole ban. Let's still stay in the western region because not all illegal small-scale miners have left their mining sites, despite the directive from the Lands and Natural Resources Minister, John Peter Amewu. Now, this is according to the Ghana Water Company Limited in the western region. Now, if you recount, a tour of the eastern region last week showed that a number of the miners had complied, but the communications manager for the JWCL in the western region, Nana Addo, said the miners are still at it, especially along the River Pra. Now, speaking to Citi News Daily, Mr. Bani said if government will win the fight against illegal mining, then it must also shift its focus to those who mine directly along river bodies. Now, away from that story, the Environmental Service Providers Association, ESPA, says President Akufo Addo's promise to make Accra the cleanest city in Africa will be a mirage if government sidelines local service providers. Now, the president made the remarks over the weekend at a ceremony organized by the English Alata traditional area to honor him with a stool named Ni Kwaku Ablade Okujiman I. Now, Ghana's capital, Accra, is struggling to deal with indiscriminate disposal of waste and open defecation, a situation which has ended the fourth dirtiest city in West Africa. But the executive secretary of ESPA, Ama Ofori Entry, believes the status quo can be changed only if government builds the capacity of local service providers. Away to some other stories now, and a former Vice-Chancellor of the University of Ghana, Professor Aryeetey, wants government to focus on the manufacturing sector if it indeed wants to create more employment avenues for fresh graduates. As part of measures to solve the unemployment challenges, the government promised to give companies tax breaks if it employs fresh graduates. Now, Professor Aryeetey also believes there would be more opportunities for graduates if there is a comprehensive plan to improve the manufacturing sector. Finally, a group of nurses comprising psychiatric nurses, general nurses, and midwives today picketed at the Health Ministry. Their reason was simple: to demand immediate employment into the health sector. Now, the group, known as the Coalition of Unemployed Bonded Diploma Nurses, say government has failed to post them 2 years after they completed their training from accredited public training institutions. The nurses who spoke to Citi News Daily say the Health Ministry has not shown any commitment to address their concerns. Meanwhile, the Deputy Minister of Health, Tina Mensah, who addressed the aggrieved nurses, called for calm and assured them of government's commitment to address their concerns immediately. And that will be all for today's edition of Citi News Daily on Citi TV. My name is Zoe Abu-Baidoo, but don't forget to get interactive with us on our social media platforms. The hashtag still remains Stop Galamsey Now.